Embakasi East MP Babu Owino found himself at the center of controversy after being blocked from attending a town hall meeting organized by President William Ruto at the Kenyatta International Convention Center (KICC). This exclusion has sparked a wave of reactions and discussions, especially considering the ongoing tensions between the opposition and the government. The event was part of President Ruto's broader initiative to engage with various stakeholders, but the decision to bar Babu Owino, a prominent and vocal opposition figure, added a layer of complexity to the proceedings. Babu Owino has been a persistent critic of President Ruto's administration, particularly on issues affecting the youth, whom he represents as a youthful leader himself. His exclusion from the meeting is seen by some as an effort to silence dissenting voices, especially those who have been critical of the government's policies. Owino has repeatedly called out the administration for its handling of youth matters, especially the high unemployment rates, the rising cost of living, and the lack of meaningful engagement with young people. He has argued that the youth, particularly the Gen Z and millennial generations, feel abandoned by the political class, a sentiment that has fueled widespread dissatisfaction and protests across the country. In his public statements, Babu Owino has urged President Ruto to take concrete steps to address the concerns of the youth. He has emphasized the need for the government to demonstrate genuine care for young people by creating opportunities and implementing reforms that directly benefit them. Owino's stance is not just about criticism but also about pushing for tangible changes that can uplift the youth from the challenges they face. He has highlighted the urgent need for job creation, improved access to education, and affordable healthcare, all of which are critical issues for young Kenyans. His exclusion from the town hall meeting, therefore, raises questions about the government's commitment to inclusive dialogue and its willingness to engage with critical voices. The town hall meeting at KICC was intended to be a platform for open dialogue, but the decision to block Babu Owino has cast a shadow over the event. For many, this move contradicts the very essence of a town hall meeting, which is supposed to be a space for diverse voices and perspectives. Critics argue that by excluding Owino, the government missed an opportunity to address the concerns of a significant segment of the population that he represents. The incident also underscores the growing rift between the government and the opposition, particularly on matters related to youth engagement and political inclusivity. Babu Owino's exclusion from the KICC event is also reflective of the broader political climate in Kenya, where tensions between the government and the opposition have been on the rise. The country has witnessed a series of protests and demonstrations, particularly led by the youth, who are demanding better governance and accountability. Owino has been at the forefront of these movements, often serving as the voice of the disenfranchised youth. His exclusion from such a high-profile event only adds to the narrative of a government that is out of touch with the needs and aspirations of its young population. Furthermore, Babu Owino's recent comments have been particularly scathing, as he has accused President Ruto of failing to take responsibility for the deaths of young protesters during anti-government demonstrations. Owino has chastised the president for what he describes as a lack of accountability and empathy, especially in the face of growing public discontent. He has also warned that the Gen Z and millennial generations, who have been at the forefront of the protests, could potentially push Ruto into political oblivion if their concerns continue to be ignored.